Time for some e-learning with Miss Atkin. E-learning with Miss Atkin. E-learning with the puppy. E-learning with Miss Atkin. Yeah. What's up, scholars? Today we're going to talk about expanding logarithms, which will be the opposite of what we did in the last lesson where we were condensing logarithms. So I wrote my expanding word really large and expanded. Okay, cool. We're going to use the same rules that we talked about before, the product property, the quotient property, and the power property. So let's remind ourselves about what those properties are, and then do some examples with each, expanding some logs. So first, let's use that product property. Product property with a P. Property. I mean, you can see it. What's the product property say? It says log base b of m times n equals log base b of m plus log base b of n. Great. All right. So let's do an example. Okay, so here's our example, log base 4 of 3x. We're going to expand this log. How does this relate to our product property? Well, our m here would be 3, the n would be the x, and the b would be 4. So this expanded is log base 4 of 3 plus log base 4 of x. That's it. Not too shabby. Okay, let's look at the quotient property next. Let's remind ourselves what the quotient property says. It says log base b of m divided by n equals log base b of m, the one on the top, minus log base b of n. Cool. Let's check out an example. Alright, so here's our example. We're going to expand this log base 6. I started writing a b out of habit. It should be 6. Log base 6 of 36 divided by x. How does this relate to the quotient property? Well, our b here is 6. You can see how I got confused. The m here is going to be 36, and the n is going to be x. Great. So if we expand this, this will become log base 6 of 36 minus log base 6 of x. Fabulous. Now the question doesn't specifically ask us to do this, but log base 6 of 36, we could evaluate that. Right? We looked at that. Log base 6 of 36 equals some number, let's call it a, since we already used x somewhere else. So this would be 6 to the 8th power equals 36. 6 to the 8th power equals 36. So a here would be 2. So log base 6 of 36 is 2. So this could be written as 2 minus log base 6 of x. And I like that one best because it looks the simplest. So I'm calling that my final answer. Fabulous. Alright, we did the product property, we did the quotient property. Let's go check out that power property. So let's remind ourselves what the power property says. It says log base b of n to the yth power is equal to y times log base b of n. Alright, you know what time it is. Example time. So here's our example. We're going to expand this log base 5 of the third root of 4. Well, this doesn't have an exponent. There's no power here. But there is. There is. The cube root is the same as the 1/3 power. Let me write that out. The cube root is the same as the 1/3 power. So this can be written as log base 5 of 4 to the 1/3. And that 1/3 can go in front, like this. So 1/3 log base 5 of 4 is our final answer. So note on this, the cube root is the same as the 1/3 power. Square root is the same as the 1/2 power. Fourth root is the same as the 1/4 power. 13th root will be the same as the 1/13th power, and so on and so forth. Alright, sounds like it's time for a putting it all together example. Alright, so check this guy out. We're going to expand this log. That's log base 8 of the square root of a over cb cubed. So I see division. We'll have to use our quotient rule. I see a couple powers here, right? That root is the 1/2 power, and that third over here is a power. So we'll have to use the power property, and I see some multiplication between the c and the b, so we'll have to use the product property. So let's undo the division first. So we'll have log base 8 of square root of a minus log base 8 of cb cubed. Then we can change this into the 1/2 power and move that 1/2 in front. So we've got 1/2 log base of a minus, and then let's split these guys up, but be careful, we're subtracting this whole thing.
Can I be a part of that conversation?
So we're going to want to put parentheses around this next part. This is going to be log base 8 of c plus log base 8 of b cubed. Again, why was that? Because we're subtracting all of this. So we got to make sure we're subtracting all of this. And finally, let's bring that 3 to the front here using our power rule, sorry. So our final answer, 1/2 log base 8 of a minus log base 8 of c plus 3 log base 8 of b. Nicely done, scholars. You expanded a bunch of logs. Excellent. Alright, that's it for this lesson. Some of you still need to turn in your... what's the word I want? It is exponential project. You need to turn in your exponential projects. So get those into me. I've seen a lot of really creative ones, which is awesome. We had some alien invasion. We had some animals. We got some money examples in there. Be creative. Be as creative as you want. If you're getting stuck there, you can certainly ask me questions. The internet is a good resource. You could just Google exponential examples. They'll give you some stuff. Obviously don't copy paste because I'm checking to make sure they're your own examples. You can plug in different numbers, but anyway, get those turned in. They're worth 20 points. See me if you need help. Love you guys. See you next time. Peace.